Welcome to Innerji Tarot Astrology and all things metaphysical. I'm Leslie Levy, and today I'm going to do a walkthrough of two Rider-Waite decks. It's the Neo Rider-Waite. These are two of the decks in the collection of 4, and I thought I would share my thoughts and let you see what the cards look like. So here are the two decks that I bought from the collection of 4. These were the two that really appealed to me out of the 4. And the first one I got was the Shadow deck, and the second one that I got was the Love deck. These are both by Ivy Feng, and it's the Wheel of Fortune Tarot. Her website is wheeloffortunetarot.com. And let's have a look at the Love ones first. So these come in really well-made, sturdy boxes. It's a magnetic opening on the side, and then it opens up a bit like a book. And then on the inside, we've got that beautiful foil. Love the design. And then we have the inside of the lid where she writes, "Let's enjoy the journey of exploring more possibilities in the tarot world, Ivy Feng." And that's the front. A little bit of bling there. And then we have the Fool card on the back. And again, that's the foil. The cards themselves, let's pop that there. The cards themselves, the backs are absolutely gorgeous. Really rich. Nice little bit of reflection there, and I really do like the 6-sided star or seal of Solomon, representing as above, so below. It comes with 2 introductory cards, so we've just got a general card that talks about the deck a little bit, and then we have this other card, and it's lovely. It's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it says, "What is success? To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate the beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed earlier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded." Really nice. Really nice. Let's pop that over there. And then it comes with a pretty substantial book. Again, beautifully produced. Everything is beautifully produced in this deck. As you can see, it's quite thick. And we've got the Fool on the back again. And it comes with a little bookmark, which is a nice touch. And then in the book itself, it has a little bit of an introduction about the tarot, a word from the writer. There's a dedication. There are some card spreads in there, and then it goes through each of the cards based on major arcana, then the 4 suits. So, as you can see, quite a substantial piece of information for each card there. There are no pictures of the cards in the book, but you know, that doesn't really bother me too much because the information is quite good. Quite a lot of information. Now let's take a look at the cards themselves. These aren't in any particular order because I have already opened them and played with them. And yes, I do read reversals, so some of them are reversed. So let's pop them down here. And here we have the 9 of Swords. So the theme of this particular deck, it's traditional Rider-Waite Smith, but the color scheme is this sort of champagne pink and blue. And as I move the card around, you'll see slight variations in how you perceive the colours. Just beautiful. And there's the 10 of Swords. Let's find a different suit. There we go, 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like looking at a different card deck, depending on how you see the light fall on the cards. Strength. So as you can see, the artwork is traditional. Nothing's been really changed there. It's more the colouring and how the cards are actually produced. Let's try a few different ones. Let's look at a major arcana, the Lovers. Page of Wands. For me, the key cards that I look at when I'm buying a deck is the Hermit, the Temperance, and the Hierophant. That just beautiful. And if you have a careful look, you might see some striations in some of the cards as you see them tilted in the light, so that there is a little bit of texture to them in that regard. The Star. King of Wands. And here's the Magician. He definitely looks good with that extra bling. So that's the love deck of the Nero Rider. Let's look at the shadow deck. Now, the shadow deck I have had for a few months, and again, like the love deck, really sturdy box. I really love the black and gold. Full on the back really stands out. Has the same magnetic opening on the side, and the inside is exactly the same, except of course the different colouring of the black box. In this case, we've gone from a little pink book to a little black book, and the information inside is exactly the same. Comprehensive, easy to read, and of course it does have its little bookmark, and the love one has a pink ribbon, this one has a black ribbon. Moving on to the cards, it has the same 2 cards on the inside that are the blanks. So there's the little Ralph Waldo Emerson saying, and just the general information card. Moving on to the deck, the backs. Love the backs. These are really quite dramatic. My clients certainly make a lot of comments about the backs of these cards when they come into my reading room and first see them. Really, really stunning. And then we turn it over and we have the Judgment card. So you'll notice with this deck that it's a full colour with the gold surround. It really is quite a dramatic deck. It really stands out. And it actually shows up well on camera too. We've got the Ace of Swords, all that beautiful gold bling in the background. The Ten of Swords, and even though we have a lot of bling here, it still has that dark atmospheric look to it. None of the atmosphere of the meaning of this card has been lost due to the metallic foil, the metallic bling. 9 of Pentacles. Now, there have been some comments made in other reviews and walkthroughs of this deck that the cards are very slippery, and I agree. When you first get them, they are very slippery. I can't tell you how many times I picked this deck up off the floor when I've been shuffling, when they've gone everywhere. But I have to say, as I've been working with these over the last couple of months, shuffling has been easier. I'm not dropping them as much. I think with usage, they have a little bit more grip to them and they become less slippery over time. And it is my understanding that these are meant to be waterproof. So if you spill something on them, you can just wipe them off. I haven't spilled anything on them yet, thank goodness. Beautiful strength card. 5 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. I really love the colours here. Actually, this out of the two, this is my favourite. Whilst I adore the colours here, for reading purposes, I really do prefer the full colour. I feel it really stands out more in a reading. And my clients keep saying to me, where did you get these cards? They're beautiful. You can see our King of Swords got a nice bit of glimmer through his robes. Knight of Swords. Now the card stock is fine. It's a little bit probably thinner than, say, some of my other decks, but it's a very malleable deck, very bendable. So if you're one of these people who riffle shuffle, I think this would riffle shuffle really well. I don't shuffle that way. I'm an overhand shuffler, but I think they would riffle shuffle really well. And the bling of those pentacles, really nice. So as I said, this has become my go-to deck when I'm doing readings with clients. It's become my workhorse. And I'll just do a quick shuffle just to show you that over time you can see that shuffling with them is quite solid. I'm not dropping any cards. And any cards, if they do come out, are actual jumpers, not because of the slipperiness of the cards. So I do feel that as you shuffle them over time, they are easier to use and they get a little bit of grip to them that they don't have when you first unbox them. So there you have it. 2 of the 4 of the Neo Rider collection. I will put details to where you can purchase these decks in the description box below. And if you have this deck or either of these decks, I would love to hear your comments on what you think. So please feel free to pop your comments down in the comments section, because I'm always fascinated with walkthroughs and other people's points of view on them. So until next time, please take care of yourself.